moved into this apartment a few days before New Year's actually, which honestly felt like a chapter opening up inside another chapter. First things first, we head to Bunnings, a department store where you can get your quintessential Aussie experience of a hot dog on white bread. Strange, but I'm not here to judge. Jason needed a few things to prep for the house. Meanwhile, I just kind of pretended that I knew what I was looking for here. Can I say that I'm just a girl? I'm not gonna lie, this was reminiscent of my childhood when my dad would take me to a department store called the Home Depot back in Canada. After checkout, we dropped by a lighting store. Initially, I wanted some inspo of what I might like to include in my room that could make some nice visuals for content. But alas, so many ideas, so little time. And of course, we need to drop by our favorite store to pick up some essentials, Kmart. Checked some things off the list, and then got distracted by all the other lighting options that they had here. Being closer to the city felt symbolic, like life might finally start moving again, finding work, building routine, actually living here. I loved staying at Jason's parents' place. They were kind, they were warm, very welcoming, but if you know, and when you're a guest in someone else's home, it's a bit hard to relax. I was shy to go downstairs, nervous speaking Vietnamese with my broken accent, and just constantly being aware of how much space I'm taking up in their home. So moving here felt very exhaling, like I could finally breathe and just feel like I'm allowed to be here. What is going on, you guys? Filming from the new apartment that me and Jason are finally going to live in this week. So let's get a tour. First off, we have the kitchen, which is nice and cute, not too much space, but I think enough for 2 people. This is the living area. Can't wait to be in here and make it all homey. I already know that Jason's already got plans on how he wants the space laid out, so I'll just let him do the honors with that. And then, quick shot of the bathroom. This is probably going to be filled with my stuff instead of Jason's, but honestly, I don't actually think that I have that many bathroom stuff. And there's my room. This is actually the brightest room, I think, compared to me and Jason. And then my closet. Finally, lots of space so I can unload my suitcase. And here too. I'm not sure how I'll set this up, but you guys will see a finished look once I'm done. And then this is Jason's dark ass room, but it's the master bedroom. No view, unfortunately, but that's okay.
First piece of finished.
The rug. After moving some of our things into the space, we were pooped to say the least. Somewhere in the middle of all this, while I was filming for a previous episode, my friend sent me a little housewarming gift. My first meal in it? Chicken wings. Obviously. Standing in this apartment right before the new year felt grounding. Not exciting in a loud way, but steady. Like something real was on the brink and about to begin. First things first. If we were going to move into and sleep in this apartment, we're gonna need a bed. And a frame. I got one off of Facebook Marketplace, which Jason made me build on my own. And I'm not gonna lie, I struggled. There were no instructions, just parts. And patience that I didn't really know if I had. But honestly, it kind of felt like a metaphor. I asked for independence, and this was part of the deal. Alright, so before we continue, I need to pause here and tell you guys that throughout these next clips, my bra band peeks through my shirt probably the entire time. And while I did not notice while filming, it is annoying for me to watch it back while I edit, so don't worry. I do know about it. Just ignore it as the rest of the clips go on. Hello. It is now nighttime. Jason and I went to the IKEA to get this Allen key, because as you guys saw, I was trying to turn that knob thing with scissors. I don't really build furniture often, but this is part of, I guess, independence. I was getting a little tired trying to figure it out, but Jason says I have 30 minutes to figure it out on my own, and then if I really need help, then he'll help me. So Let's do this. This is the part that's frustrating because I couldn't get this to turn without jabbing some scissors into it because I did not have this. Haha, it fits, but it's turning it. That is the problem because I kind of tightened it a little too hard with the scissors that now I actually can't really turn it loose again. Okay, so this bed did not come with instructions because I got this off Marketplace. A lot of it has been guesswork. I kind of feel like possibly why this is not fitting is maybe because it needs to be flipped that way. I'm not sure, but we're gonna disassemble, reassemble, and try because it's not fitting this way even though I loosened this bolt thing. Nothing humbles you like building furniture, especially without proper instructions. And yes, I do know that kicking the pieces off probably isn't the best way to rearrange furniture, but I had to get the pieces off somehow. Though I do give myself points for effort, I quickly realized that this isn't working. So that didn't work. I feel like the original way that it was fitted is the way that it's supposed to fit. Back to square one, and little progress has been made. I was tired and frustrated. I almost quit. I was this close to tossing a sheet over the mattress surrounded by the half-built bed frame pieces and calling it a night. I know I should try harder, but honestly I think I'm okay with sleeping on just the mattress tonight if I cannot build this bed. Eventually, after watching me suffer long enough, Jason helped.
How you going?
It's not going.
You meant to loosen everything?
Yeah.
See, these ones are like tight, right? So all these loose.
It's this side.
No. So this side is also meant because it'll give you, if this is not tight, if this is loose, it'll give you more leverage to push in. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So like, have you ever changed a wheel on a tire before?
What do you think?
Probably not.
I tightened it because those ones could actually get flush.
Yeah, okay. Let me put something. Oh, okay, I see. I remember how these work.
Make it look so easy. Happy to say, my brain could rest a bit. For now.
Maybe you just misaligned. So we're in. Now we're gonna just. Why is it going in?
Yeah, I could only get it to go in a certain amount.
Let's see if I can just rip this out.
We ended up taking these things out entirely, which I would not have known to do by myself. Got it flush. After what seemed like the shortest amount of time, Jason sent me off to build the bed frame on my own again. It was at this point that the dad role that neither of us asked to be placed on our friendship dynamic continued. I realized that he was teaching me something that I didn't want to hear but needed to learn. That I had to at least try to figure out things on my own first. That I have to make the attempt. Because the point was never that I succeed alone. It was that I try before leaning on someone else.
Did you put the bar the right way around?
I think.
Let me know what you before you do anything else. Just that's the right, that's right. Why just that's
I don't know why it's like slanted.
Yeah, it's weird. Usually it's the other way around. Watch out, camera.
This feels so weird. Can you sit on it and tell me?
It is, it's risen. I can see the curve.
Like a dome.
I think we can put the beam down one. That's the only thing I can think of. The beam is like, do you get what I mean? Like the beam? You put like the second screws? You know what I'm saying, yeah?
You know, if you just hold that there.
Oh my lord.
Go figure that I would have nailed something in the wrong way, but you don't know how to do something unless you try. I grabbed the screwdriver to undo the nails that were holding the beam too high while Jason held the mattress, but I realized that this might be more efficient if we switched roles, mainly because I was also doing this incorrectly.
How about we switch? It's not taking it off.
Yeah, because I can hear you not doing it right. That's why.
Teamwork makes the dream work, as one might say, and I am eternally grateful for Jason's help in my pursuit of a good night's rest. One could also say building furniture could be considered bonding time. Bonding over the labor, the problem solving, the suffering. Just kidding about that last part. But I do feel like building this bed brought us closer in a way that hanging out over a coffee couldn't.
Yeah, that looks way better.
Honestly, though not every part of my journey or life will be solely independent, it is nice to have help sometimes. In a world that emphasizes not needing a man or needing to do things on your own, it's moments like these that makes me appreciate the other side of allowing others to support you. Later, I asked Jason if he really thought that I could build this bed frame on my own, to which he laughed and said, "God, no."
Oh yeah.
Alright, you good? Happy?
Very happy.
Finally, rest was on the horizon.
In the midst of building furniture, it is a sad day. You guys can't tell right now, but I'm using the kit lens for my Canon camera, the wide-angle lens that I bought to capture all of my vlogging videos that I've posted up before has cracked because, to be honest, I wasn't careful and the camera fell. I didn't think that anything happened to the lens until I realized after completing the bed frame building that it actually cracked, like real bad. As much as I want to be upset about this, I don't think that there's any point in being upset because realistically it was my fault for not being careful with my camera lens and my camera. So when I work and I save up money, I'll have to get a new one or invest in maybe repairing the Sony camera that my friend gave me and find a lens for that instead. So until then, we're using the very cropped, very up-close kit lens because that's my only options for filming now. Sad day, but it is what it is. Let's get back to putting the bed together. That'll do for now.
By the time that we actually finished building the bed, it was really late, and I couldn't have been more relieved. When we finally finished, I was proud, to say the least. Exhausted, but proud. Like I had really earned that rest. Waking up in this apartment felt refreshing. I'm closer to the city now. I can go places without needing Jason to drive me. I don't feel so far removed from where life is happening. I walk out the door and I'm on a busy street. People moving, cafes buzzing, energy essentially everywhere. This life in Australia finally feels like I'm in it. Not watching life from a distance, but truly participating in it. Alrighty, you guys. It is time for an updated apartment tour because me and Jason got more furniture. And by me and Jason, I mean just Jason because all I got was my bed frame and my bed, but since the empty apartment tour, the house has been looking a little more cozy, so let's start with the living room and you guys can see what it looks like. Alright, so here we have our living room. We've got a couch, we've got a TV and a TV stand. It actually looks like someone is living in here. Jason got this cubicle so that he can put his knickknacks and also his books that he has actually plenty of. I actually technically got him this for Christmas. We had a Friendsmas gathering where we played White Elephant and I got this Lego set which Jason actually ended up choosing even though he knew which wrapping paper was the wrapping paper that we shared. I always find these cubicles are really nice because they make things look a lot more organized. Then over here, this has got to be one of my favorite pieces of furniture in the house because looking at it, it just looks like a cupboard or a drawer, but if you pull it out, we've got shoes. Discreetly organized. If we look in our hallway, it would be very cluttered if we put a shoe rack somewhere there. This has been great to save space. I really only wear 3 pairs of shoes regularly now that I'm here in Australia. It's enough space. Whereas I feel like for somewhere that's more of a stable home, the girls would have way more pairs of shoes.
and I'm trying to be a little bit more minimalist right now and just have the essentials with me. So that shoe rack works just fine. Over here, this was a recent addition. Jason brought his TV over and also bought this larger size cubicle where he can fit various things. So his Nintendo Switch, his playing cards that he collects, and also more books and some camera gear that he has. Now, I'm gonna be honest and say that I actually don't watch TV that much, and really that section has just been for Jason, even though he tells me that I can read any of his books, I can watch whatever on the TV. He's got like just a whole bunch of networks for free. I don't know, I just find that in my free time that I do have, I just like relaxing in my room or editing my own videos. So really, this station over here is where I am in the house most days. So here, I typically stay because the outlet is right in this corner and I will be here for hours just editing a video. And just the other day, actually, Jason had some friends over, so these are pretty much the only chairs that we have in the house besides the couch. And so when he does have his friends over, this is pretty much the area that they stay as well. We got the air purifier in the corner here, and I don't know if you guys know this already, but I have another roommate, and his name is Momo, which is Jason's cat, and he is just sleeping so peacefully here. He is literally such a funny cat. He will meow at 4 a.m. in the morning, and when I get up, he will just plop over and roll over so that his belly is exposed so that he can be pet. What a life. You just get to sleep and eat and lounge. Did you have a good nap? It's been really nice to have a little pet in the house, although I will say that he's a little sneaky and tries to sneak into my room and hide under my bed, so most of the time I do my best to not let him enter my room, but everywhere else he is fine. Moving right along, we've got our kitchen. Truly, shout out to Jason for organizing it the way that he organizes it. I am pretty simple, so I just need a stainless steel pan, an air fryer, and pink salt, and maybe mustard for my staple meals. I don't typically need all of these things, but it does make the kitchen space look a lot nicer and a lot more, I guess, normal. His brother Tam actually gave us this coffee machine from DeLonghi, and then Jason bought this rack to store Momo's things, grocery bags, and then also his tea assortment and spice assortment up there. This is the air fryer that Andre gave me. I'm sure you guys have seen somewhere earlier in this vlog, and it has been really, really great for my chicken wings. Also got the supplement cabinet where I keep my acetyl L-carnitine and my creatine, and then Jason has some other stuff up here too.
Though the feeling of being here is optimistic, it's also bittersweet because I knew from the beginning that I wouldn't be here forever. Just a few months. Long enough to live, not long enough to get attached. So I didn't try to make this place perfect. I didn't over-decorate. I didn't commit the way I usually do. For a while, that made me question how much of myself I was allowed to put down. If something was temporary, do you still get to call it yours? Instead of filling the room with things, I filled it with reminders. Reminders of who I am and who I aspire to be. Reminders of who matters to me. The people that I carry with me, no matter where I land. And I realized something. Home doesn't come from permanence. It comes from presence. From letting yourself arrive, even when you know you won't stay long. For a long time, I was waiting for stability before I let myself settle. But this chapter taught me that sometimes you build steadiness by choosing to be here anyway. And although I don't know exactly what comes next, I know that I'm no longer watching my life from the outside. I'm inside it now, even if just for a little while.